Okay, so unfortunately I do not have a primer to test out today, so I'm going to go in with the usual primer that I always go in with, which is a Cover FX mattifying primer. This is a primer I use all the time, so I'm just gonna take the normal amount that I usually would, and I'm just going to prime my face. Oh, my face feels so good after that egg white mask. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll insert an e-card. I think it comes out right here for that video, so you can go ahead and check that out. I basically put egg white all over my face to give my face a bit of more protein. Actually, oh my god, I still have egg right here. Whatever, I'll just take it off in a little bit. So I'm just, priming my face, and we're gonna start off with the eyes because I'm curious to start with the eyes. So for the eyes, I had two palettes that I wanted to try out, but since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I decided I'll go ahead and do this one for the first impressions and try it out. Let me take off this ugly plastic. Okay, so yeah, I'll be using this for the eyes. Okay, so to prime my eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay concealer. I feel like I can totally use this one because, you know, it's not like, since I probably won't be able to use it on my under eyes, I can at least use it as a base for my eyeshadow. So this is a shade Fair Neutral, and I'm going to just put this on my eyelids how I would usually put any other base. Wow, that's hella white. Like, hella white. Oh my god. Okay, so off the bat, I'm like noticing that this concealer dries hella quick. Like, I'm talking about I had to like super quickly. Okay, so now let's dive in with the palette. Okay, so it does come with a brush, which I probably will not use. I mean, I'm not gonna use this. So let me get my brushes. I'm going to start it off with, let's see, what should we use? Let's go ahead and start off with our Sephora Pro Crease Brush 10. So for my transition color, I'm going to go in with this one. This one's called Berry Chick. So we're gonna go in with this shade right here as our, off the bat, it's like hella dusty, but like this is gonna be very chalky. But let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more on this side. Off the bat, it's pretty pigmented. Not going to deny that it's pigmented because it really truly is. It's really pigmented. It blends pretty well. I think it's blending pretty good. Put it on the other eye. Bringing it all the way in and all the way out. So now I'm going to take this brighter pink right here. This one's called Berry Pop. And I'm going to put that into my crease using my Morphe E36 brush. So I'm just patting that in, and my brush looks pretty coated. So I'm just going to put that right in my crease. I'm raising up my eyebrow so I can make sure that I get it right where I want it. Focusing the majority of that pink shadow on the outer of my eye. And just going in with a very light hand and flicking it into my crease. Just like that. Now I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. I'm going with a clean brush. I'm not using any product. And I'm going in with the Morphe M513, and I'm just gonna blend out that crease so that I have no harsh line there. I feel like it's blending pretty good. The only thing I'm noticing is that they feel really chalky, not only on my, like whenever I swatch them, but even on my eyes. I feel like they just, I don't know, they feel very, very chalky. And it's really rare for me to like, you know, like think that an eyeshadow palette is chalky or like shadows are chalky, but it really does feel very, very chalky to me. Okay, so off the bat, I feel like this is gonna be hell to blend out. So I'm actually going back in with this light shade right here and try to blend out that harsh line because it is not wanting to blend out, and I really feel like it's gonna be hell. Okay, that's doing a little bit better. That helped a little bit. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more, and now I'm going to try to blend this side with it. Again, with a really light hand. Just like that. For the sake of trying to fit all of these shades in here, I'm going to go in with this darker one right here. This one's called Mixed Berries, and I'm gonna pat that all over my lid to kind of make it like a smoky eye effect. We're gonna go smoky today. This color's really pretty, but again, it feels very chalky. It's not buttery at all. Slowly bringing it up to my crease. I really, really love pinks, but honestly, this palette feels hella chalky. Like, I'm not liking it at all. I'm just really trying to make it work, but I really don't think I'm gonna like this palette at all, because it feels hella chalky, and I am not a big fan of chalkiness. Just trying to, hopefully we can save this look. Okay, so again, I'm going in with another clean brush. This is a Morphe M518, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges of where I added that darker pink berry toned. That shade pretty much blended pretty well. No, I'm getting like a really small bit of patchiness. But it's not too bad. So now I want to go in with the black shade to see how that goes. Oh my god, I got scared for a minute. I was like, oh my god, is it not recording? Okay, so I want to go in with the black shade very quickly to see how that goes for us. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M416 brush. It kind of looks like this, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of this black and just pat it on the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna do the other eye. Oh, my camera's dying. I'll be right back. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm gonna go in with black and I'm gonna put that on the other eye. I'm just patting that into my outer corner. Just a little bit. Now I'm gonna grab that same brush that I used earlier, which is a Morphe M518, and I'm just gonna blend that black into the other color. Like, okay, this side's blending a lot better than this side. This side literally, it does not want to move from where I set that black down. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna clean off the excess on my face, all the fallout, and I'll be right back. Not really a highlighting shade in the other palette. I'm gonna go in with the Prism palette. Let me take out the brush. I'm gonna go in with the Prism palette so we can highlight our inner corner. I'm just looking for a brush that I can do it with. I'll do it with let's do it with this one. This is the MAC I think it's the MAC 201 brush. It literally just faded off, but it looks like this, kind of like a basic crease brush. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here to highlight my inner corner. I literally want to laugh. Like, where is this shadow at? Oh my god, and now this plastic thing. Okay. I'm really not having it with these palettes so far. Apparently I have to kind of build it up a little bit, which is fine. But I was expecting it to be a lot more blinding, I guess. But it's not too bad. I don't know why it's like picking up gold Like on here it looks silver, but it's picking up gold on my eyes, which is so weird. Okay, I guess I had to like scratch off the first layer to get like the good part of it, because now it's getting more pigmented. Okay, so I'm gonna raise up my brow. I'm gonna kind of just put this in my brow bone a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad, I guess. Alright, so now let's move on with the face. I'm gonna be testing out these Maybelline Super Stay foundations. I have Classic Ivory and then Natural Beige. So I'm actually going to, I think it was Classic Ivory. I tried it on my neck. I matched it to my neck and I think it fit pretty well, but just in case, I'm going to just double check and make sure. So I'm going in with my Morphe MB6 and I'm just gonna like grab a little bit of the foundation and make sure I'm putting the right one. Okay, yeah, so I'm putting the right one. Just gonna put it on my neck right here. Let me just I think it can work. I think we can make it work. I think it's a slightly, like very, very slightly dark or kind of like pinky, but it's not like, oh my god, you know, like you can barely tell. You have to look at it really, really closely. So actually, let me compare the two shades because I don't think I did. Just gonna put a little bit side by side to kind of get a comparison to see which one's lighter and which one's darker. Oh, come on. Okay, this one may be more my skin tone. Looks dark, but so this one's more like I don't know why the camera isn't picking it up. I don't know if y'all can see it, but this side looks a little bit more pinky than this side. So let me try to put this on my neck. See how that goes. Seems a little bit too dark. Okay, I'm just gonna mix both. Should mix both and put it on my face and see what happens, because it's gonna be way too crazy. So I'm going in with Natural Beige. Kind of put like half a pump. And I'm getting Classic Ivory, I believe, yeah. I'm gonna put also half a pump of that. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe MB6 brush and I'm kind of just gonna mix it with my finger first. And dot it on my face a little bit. May need a little bit more foundation, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I had a little bit of redness on my face and I feel like it covered it pretty well. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, this foundation is drying hella quick. Oh, wow. Okay, so apparently I have to work quick. So I'm gonna okay, so I'm just gonna coat my brush instead of dotting it. That way my brush is automatically coated. This is like, this foundation is reminding me a lot of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Oh my god, this is like hella orange on me. Ooh, this is dark. Well, it kind of gives me my Estee Lauder shade vibes. I don't think it's too bad. No, it's not too bad. I don't think it's too bad. I think with the concealer that I got, we should be fine. Okay, so off the bat. Oh, never mind. Yeah, this is hella dark for me. Okay, so besides the fact that, let's just ignore that this is pretty dark for my skin tone, but it's like hella matte and it definitely stays in place, so I'll give you that. And like, you have to work really quick with this foundation because once it sits, it sits. But I don't know what's throwing me off. I think it's because I'm like, I look like hella like dark, but it does have really good coverage. It really does. I'm just trying to get spots that I didn't get to get. It has pretty good coverage. I mean, yeah, it has really good coverage, but the downside to this is that you have to work really quick. Like, I was legit going like this and it was drying in my brush as I was putting it on. So that's kind of the thing, a thing I would kind of see as a downside, because now like I feel like I have certain like a little bit of patches on my face because I didn't get to blend it there. But besides that, I mean, it's pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna try another product out. Well, since I guess the foundation is like dark, hopefully this I lost my train of thought. Hopefully this concealer can fix that. So this concealer is hella white, but since the foundation is hella dark, let's see if it fixes it. This concealer does oxidize. Ooh, that's hella white. Oh my god. Okay, let me blend this out because this concealer literally dries very, very quickly. You literally have like just a few seconds to blend this out before it sets in place, which, like I said, is not a bad thing. I mean, it's not too bad. I feel like it fits with the foundation pretty well. And like I said, it does oxidize. So it may, you know, make my whole face come together. It's really full coverage, I'll tell you that. A little bit of this goes a very long way. One thing I did notice is that it's kind of like thick. Let me shut up and blend this out before it dries, because Lord knows once this sets, it sets. Literally looks like I have a white line all over my face. Oh my god. But like I said, it does oxidize, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit and let it oxidize. Okay, so in the meantime, let's go on to powder. Okay, so for the next product, I'm gonna be using my Morphe E41 brush, and we're gonna go in with this new, well, it's not new, but it's the Too Faced Primed Poreless Skin Smoothing Pressed Powder. So this is not supposed to give any color to my skin. It's just supposed to add like a filter-like look. So just coating my brush. It doesn't have that much fallout either. Like, let's see how this goes. Feel no difference so far. I need to not tap off any of the excess. Let me just. I see a slight difference. I feel like it did add like I don't know what it is. Like, I can't really explain it. You have to kind of try it yourself to understand. I don't feel like it blurred my skin, but I definitely see a little bit of difference in my face. I feel like it adds like slightly a little bit of coverage maybe. I really see no difference. I don't think it like blurred my skin. I feel like my skin pretty much looks like almost the same. I literally feel like it did nothing to my skin. Like, I'm literally like swirling my brush in here. But I see nothing. I literally see no difference at all. Like, I do not see a difference. And I put some on my under eyes, and my under eyes still feel the same. My under eyes still feel the same. Like, what the hell? Okay, now I feel it. Damn, you probably have to like. It took a lot for me to feel that on my under eyes, so maybe I should just. Okay, I see it a little bit now. I feel like it added like now I see like what it means by filtering. Like blurred out the little bit of pores that I had right here. I feel like it's a little bit blurred out. My forehead looks a little blurred out too. So I guess you have to just go in heavy with this. Like, I guess I was adding like a little bit when I was supposed to be adding a lot, but whatever. Okay, so I'm just gonna go contour my face, blush, highlight, all that good stuff. Alright, my loves, so this is the finished look. I finished my face off camera, and yeah, so my overall thoughts, let's begin with the very first thing. What was the first thing? The eyes. So this, I would say I may like reach for it here and there because of the tones, but it wasn't, you know, my favorite. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's not like, oh my god, I'm obsessed, you know? It's just kind of like, you alright. You alright. I'll probably rate this like a 6 from a 1 to 10, like a 6, 7, which isn't the worst thing ever. It's just like, I felt like they were so chalky, you know? Like, okay, now let's talk about these. So I like the coverage. I definitely love the coverage of it. I think it's really good. It's super matte. It definitely stays in place. The only thing I do not like about it is that it dries freaking quick. Like, it's almost impossible to blend it out. That's the only downside to these, but overall I really like the coverage and it stays in place. Definitely stays in place. So that gets my win-win. And then we have this powder that we tried by Too Faced. I feel like it definitely did add a slight filter, but it's not like, oh my god, you know. It's alright, you know. I definitely see myself reaching for this here and there. It just had a little like blur to my skin. It definitely did add it a little bit. Nothing, like I said, nothing too crazy, but it did definitely add a blur. I would just suggest, if you want to buy this and try it out for yourself, to make sure you do go in with a heavy hand, because at first I was skeptical and I was like kind of just brushing a little bit, but then once I started swirling my brush and picking up product and then patting it onto my face, that's whenever I started to see a difference and see the effect that it has. Okay, so the next product that we tested out was the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. So this, I mean, obviously it wasn't my shade. It definitely, I think I made it work. I think it oxidized just a little bit on me, so I don't think it looks too crazy, but I definitely wish I would have gotten a shade a little bit darker. Not too dark, but just a little bit darker so that it wouldn't look super white on me. But I definitely liked it. It has amazing coverage. I think it's really good coverage. It's a little thick, definitely a little thick, but I definitely really did like the coverage. And the only downside to this, again, just like the foundation, I feel like this dries incredibly fast. Like, I feel like you have like not even 3 seconds to blend it out. Like, you have to hurry up and blend it. So if you are if you are thinking about trying this concealer, I would just keep in mind that it dries hella quick. So I would do one eye at a time, you know, literally put it on and blend, and then put it on and blend, not put on and then try to blend it out, because it'll be hell. But definitely did like this. I just think I need to go a little bit darker, but like I said, I think I made it work. So the other thing that I tested out, at least off camera, was the MAC eyeliner. So I feel like I need to just adjust to that eyeliner again, because I was used to using like a felt tip pen type of thing, like a marker with a very felt tip. So now I'm using something that's kind of like a paintbrush. So I did kind of struggle with it, but for the most part I really like how black it is, and it dries matte and it does last a really long time. So that definitely is a win for me. I feel like I just need to, you know, practice a little bit better and not try to like stab my eye. Okay, and so for the last product, we didn't really get to test this out, but I'll definitely keep y'all updated and I'll do looks with it and stuff like that and give you my honest opinion on this to see if I like it or I don't like it. So yeah, without further ado, that concludes this video. I hope y'all enjoyed my first impressions. I hope this helped you in some way if you were like interested in getting some of these products. For the most part, I think I pretty much kind of liked everything. I think the biggest thing that I kind of didn't really like was the Dose of Colors palette. I felt like it was just like eh. But everything else I think I would definitely use again, and I will use it in my makeup routine. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see you on my next video. And if you want more videos like this with first impressions and stuff like that, let me know down below what you want me to test out next. And yeah, I'll see you on my next video, and I hope you have a marvelous day, and I hope that whoever y'all go for the Super Bowl wins. So without further ado, I'll see you on my next one. Bye.